Hey YouTube, Kira Twig here, bringing you guys my Cyberse Yugioh deck profile for the end of July and August 2017. Sneak peek just finished up for a lot of us, and with it, the release of a lot of the new cards from the Code of the Duelist pack. With it, I'm bringing you an update to Cyberse Monsters, which is a deck I'm hoping to bring a lot of deck profiles for you guys, because it is the main character, Yusaku's deck. It's not really, I don't think it's an archetype like Perform Pals or stuff like that, but they are like a specific type of monsters, and we'll see if they actually become a specific monster that he uses, because I think they are getting more support in the structure deck. But it's really cool. The whole point of the deck is to special summon a lot of monsters and then basically utilize link monsters as well. With that sense, let's go ahead and jump right into the deck profile. For monsters, we do have a pretty heavy monster lineup since they are kind of important and the main focus with the deck. So I run 3 Cyberse Wizard. Once per turn, you can target an attack position monster and change it to defense. If you do for the rest of the turn, monsters you cannot control cannot attack except to attack that monster. And if one of your Cyberse attacks a defense position monster, you inflict piercing damage to your opponent. So you can take care of pesky attack monsters, and it's level 4 with 1800 attack, so pretty good stats on it as well. Plus the piercing effect can deal some pretty brutal damage as well, depending on what the defense of that monster is, because sometimes, you know, they go for those big attack point monsters, so it's a pretty key card to run. And also 3 Drag Connect. This card was available in the new structured starter deck that came out. Its effect is when it is normal summon, you can special summon 1 level 2 or lower normal monster from your hand or deck in defense position. So quick way to get Bitron out of the deck with this card, and then go for easy link summons, since Bitron and Drag Connect are both Cyberse monsters as well, meaning you could go for a link of 2 monster, or you could go for Honeybot, whatever you want for that situation. Very easy. Like I said, it's basically a 1 card Honeybot, especially if you grab from the deck. And 3 Bitron. This card is very easy to summon out, and you can also, if you get the 1 of with it in your hand or something like that, even the 2 of, it's not so much a dead draw for the fact that you can summon Bitron, use it to get out Link Spider, use Link Spider to special summon another Bitron from your hand, and then you have plays to go off of from that, basically. Rely on that, which is why I like running 3. It's searchable with Drag Connect, so a lot of situations where you can make use of this card and not let it go to waste. And also 3 Ram Clouder, another card from the starter deck. You can tribute 1 monster, then target 1 Cyberse in your graveyard, special summon it. You can only use this effect of Ram Clouder once per turn. It just says 1 Cyberse monster in your graveyard, so you're not limited to other cards. You can grab possible high powerful monsters to use. Anything notable that you'll need for your play you can grab with Ram Clouder. Also, 2 Link Slayer. This card is basically a Cyber Dragon for the deck. If you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you can discard up to 2 cards, then target that many spell or traps on the field, destroy them. So I like it more for the special summon effect, and all you have to do is control no monsters to special summon it. So it's kind of, in a sense, better than Cyber Dragon, since you don't have to have your opponent have a monster on the field as well, and just get that special summon. So you won't take up your normal summon either, and he's a pretty high heavy monster as well. Also, 2 Salvage Int Driver. This is a new card from the Code of the Duelist set. If a Cyberse link monster you control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect while this card is in your hand or graveyard, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card. You can discard 1 spell card to target 1 Cyberse monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but it cannot attack directly this turn. You can only use each effect of Salvage Int Driver once per turn. It's good for the search effect, and most of the time if you get a heavy, powerful link monster on the field, like Firewall Dragon or Decode Talker, your opponent's going to want to use an effect most of the time to destroy that card, making use of this card. And it also says hand or graveyard, so you can use cards like Foolish Burial or something like that, get it into the graveyard like that. And it's also a Cyberse monster like all the other monsters, so you can use Ram, basically Ram Clouder, cards like that, to special summon him as well. And also trying out 3 Launcher Commander. This card is a destruction effect, which is something the deck really needed because it's got summoning on its side, but destruction effects are another thing. All Cyberse monsters you control gain 300 attack and defense, and once per turn you can tribute 1 Cyberse monster, target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, destroy it. Like I said, take care of pesky cards that you can't get rid of otherwise with this. And also 3 Backup Secretary. This card is really easy to special summon, which is why we have a heavy monster count with this deck, just for the fact that a lot of them are easy to special summon just based off of their own effects. Backup Secretary is if you control a Cyberse monster, special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon it once per turn this way. Once again, just another easy way to get monsters on the field so you can get ready for your link summons. And also 2-Stack Reviver, probably one of my favorite cards of the deck, just because it helps you plus off of link summons. If this card is used as a material for a link summon, you can target one other level 4 or lower Cyberse in your graveyard that was used as material for that link summon. Special summon it in defense. You can only use the effect of Stack Reviver once per duel. Still run 2 though, just so I can do my best to grab this card to use. Like I said, you won't mess up with your resources using this card, so take advantage of that extra monster play that you'll get and summon out a stronger link monster. And also, I run 1 Rescue Rabbit. This card is for the Bitron plays. Just if you get Rescue Rabbit, you'll get 2 Bitrons out, and then you'll basically use those monsters for a link summon, make use of your normal summon with the rabbit to get out the 2 Bitrons, and then you can use the Bitrons from the graveyard later with other cards that are ran in the deck. And that is it for the monster lineup. Like I said, heavy monster lineup, but if you're going for Cyberse plays, you do want to go full monster push with this deck to get your link summons out. For spells, I run 2 Signet Universe. This is your field field spell of the deck. All link monsters you control gain 300 attack, and once per turn you can target 1 monster in the graveyard, shuffle it into the deck, and if this card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, send all monsters in the extra monster zones to the graveyard. So that includes annoying, extra deck monsters that your opponent controls, but I also like it. I recycle basically my what are they? Bitron. I can't believe I forgot his name. Shuffle into the deck to reuse for cards like Drag Connect, or if I have the Rescue Rabbit but I'm short 1 normal monster in my graveyard, I can use that for that to help. And also I'm trying out 1 Castle Link. Now, I'm going back and forth between Castle Link and Signet Universe with the 3 field spells in this deck, just trying to see what I like the most, but I think I'm pretty comfortable with the 2 Signets and the 1 Castle Link at the moment. But like I said, we'll give it a shot later on as well. This one allows you to move your link monsters from the main monster zone. You can target 1 link monster on the field, move it to a main monster zone it points to on its controller's field. Once per turn, you can switch the locations of 2 link monsters in your main monster or 2 link monsters in your opponent's main monster zones. So with this card, take advantage of where they're positioned on the field. If you need the arrows to be somewhere else, you can use Castle Link for that. Very helpful field spell, but like I said, I'm debating on it with Signet Universe, but I'm pretty comfortable with the count build-up for now. Also, 1 Terraforming, just extra search, plus it helps grab what field spell I want for that certain situation. 2 Twin Twisters. Back row is a big thing that messes with this deck, so you want to rely on this just to take care of that problem. And 1 Soul Charge to grab monsters from the graveyard. You don't really use life too much with this deck, so this card helps, especially with that situation, since you don't really use it for other things. 1 Foolish Burial, like I said, grab Salvage Int Driver, send it to the graveyard, stuff like that. Other monsters you might need for revival cards. 1 Arpstar Goblin, just for the draw power. And I also have 1 Dark Hole in the deck as well. This card can be Regeki if you want. Regeki's just in another deck at the moment. Pretty standard there. And then for traps, I'm trying out 2 of the new Back to the Front. It's an interesting card. I wanted to try it out. You target 1 monster in your graveyard, special summon it in defense. It's not like Call the Haunted where you have to equip it or stuff like that. It's just an easy trap. You can chain off the effect as well, like if it gets destroyed by Twin Twister or something like that, grab a monster, and all it has to be is in defense mode. Can't summon link monsters though with this, since they can't be put into defense mode. And also 1 Torrential Tribute. You can get a lot of monsters out very quickly with this deck, but if your opponent is going for it, stop their play with this. Solemn Warning and Bottomless Trap Hole to finish up the main deck lineup. And then moving on to the extra deck, it's really weird because, like I said, we got a lot of link monsters in this, but let's go ahead and get through it. 3 Decode Talker, easiest, powerful link monster you can get a hold of. All you need to do is grab the starter deck. Gains 500 attack for each monster this card points to. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a card you control, you can tribute one monster this card points to, negate the activation if you do destroy the card. So a powerful card, it potentially can gain up to 1500 attack, beast of a monster, and it also has negation effects, which are always good with main key monsters you want to summon out. And also 3 Honeybot. You just need 2 Cyberse monsters to make this card. It's probably the easiest deck you can make Honeybot in, so take full advantage of her, link of 2. And neither player can target monsters this card points to with card effects, and those monsters cannot be destroyed by battle, so she's also more of a protection card as well in that sense. And 3 Link Spider. Make full use of these with your Bitrons. You can get easy special summons out, get the Link monster requirements you need as well. With this card, pointing an arrow, and then you get your Honeybot out below her possibly, getting more point arrows out for more Link monsters. It's really fun once you get the full concept of Link summoning figured out. And also 1 Firewall Dragon at the moment. I would run more, but this is the only one I have. Sadly, so far. But like I said, definitely would bump him up and possibly take out either a Honeybot or a Decode Talker for more of this card. But like I said, very powerful with his special summon effect and return effect. Just a link of 4, but with the special summon power this deck has, it's very easy to make use of. Same with Topologic Bomber Dragon. This card has destruction capabilities, so use this when you have cards in your opponent's monster zone you want to take care of. And 1 Mrs. Radiant. You do run some Earth monsters in this deck, so it is possible to get out this card and then basically just go off of her effect for the special summon. Her arrows, where they point, are also very helpful, which is why I like her. And for the non-Link monsters in this deck, I run 1 Dark Rebellion, 1 Castel, and 1 Zenmaines. The Zenmaines would be a Leviair. I just don't know where I put that Leviair. Either in my Madolches or Spirals. It's there somewhere. If you guys can remember from a deck profile, I'll check it out. Maybe I'll be able to find it. But that is it for the deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Once again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And until next time, Kira Twig out.